keep on teaching me, keep on teaching me. Yeah, oh yeah. Sometimes the devil plan to give you a fight. Oh yes, to subside, he'll steal and destroy your life. With weapons they will form and deploy. Oh yes, but my gun turns their dogs into toys. Oh yes, so I will not turn back and I will not stop back. If this praise and I am that, only worship I give back. Even in pain I lift my hands, and on this vein I will dance. And it's on your will I would stand, 'cause you teach me how to praise. Teach me how to praise through the song. Every day I say hallelujah, hallelujah. You teach me how to praise through it all. Every day I say hallelujah, hallelujah. Cannot steal my joy. Bada bang bang bada. Cannot steal my joy. Everybody lift your hands, yeah. Be strong when you face the raging seas, 'cause your God is there to deliver thee. Giants may come, and yes, they may seem tall, but don't fear, 'cause the taller they are, the harder they fall. So I will not turn back, and I will not stop back. If it's praising and that, only worship I give back. Even in pain I lift my hands, and on this vein I will dance. On your will I would stand, 'cause you teach me how to praise. Teach me how to praise through the storm. Every day I say hallelujah, hallelujah. You teach me how to praise through it all. Every day I say hallelujah, hallelujah. Cannot steal my joy. Cannot steal my joy. Everybody lift your hands, lift your hands. Clap your hands, stomp your feet, jump for joy. The joy of the Lord is your strength. Lord is your strength. Say, clap your hands, stomp your feet, jump for joy. The joy of the Lord is your strength. Lord is your strength. Clap your hands, stomp your feet, jump for joy. The joy of the Lord is your strength. Lord is your strength. Teach me how to praise through the storm. Every day I say hallelujah, every day I say hallelujah. Teach me how to praise through it all. Every day I say hallelujah, teach me hallelujah. Cannot steal my joy. Cannot steal my joy. Teach me how to praise through the storm. Every day I say hallelujah, hallelujah.
Teach me how to praise through it all. Every day I say hallelujah, hallelujah.
Yeah. Aye.
I went by wrong and by my neighbor, and I buy Miss Gloria. I say, Madam, what you have to offer? She say, I have everything right here. I don't buy whiskey, neither strong rum. It is against my religion. I have homemade wine in all description. Oh boy, you could sample anyone. I have citrus, hibiscus, dandy root, passion fruit, dimawi, strawberry, aloes, and cake.
I want the homemade wine, Madam Gloria. Give me the homemade wine.
It's nice.
I want some homemade wine,
Madam Gloria.
give me the homemade wine.
to taste some of them for sure. Oh, madam, which one is your favorite? Bring it up quick, let me taste it. It's you who make it and you must know. I want a good head before I go. She say hot plum, pomegranate, cashew, guava, balata, bandania, aloe, and cake. Get invitation for the Christmas in a Rima, somewhere up in Mount Pleasant. I was among a big family, eating and drinking what I want, dancing, singing, having a good time. Every time my parents play, but Uncle Sam to see me, I ain't a young lady. Pull me by the back door and he say, you feel bright,
That they're walking here tonight.
if it's right you say,
That they're walking here tonight.
walk on, take it light,
That they're walking here tonight.
like you doing that for spite.
That they're walking here tonight.
She's a Martinez,
That is your family.
this one here is right.
That is your family.
You see that one day she's Lopez,
That is your family.
and that one day is Valdez.
That is your family.
You feel bright,
That
that's
they're
why I'm
walking
walking
here
here tonight.
tonight.
Talk on, take it light,
That
that's
they're
why I'm
walking
walking
here tonight. That they're walking here tonight. That they're walking here tonight.
I went around in by my neighbor. When I find Victoria, I say, Madam, what you have to offer? Say, I have everything right here. I don't like his skin, and that's strong man. It is against my religion. I have women writing all the scripture. So for your example, anyone?
How you moving so? How it go? Hold it, I wanna ramage and dig something and break away. Hold it, I wanna ramage and dig something and break away. Hold it, I wanna ramage and drink something and break away. Hold it, I wanna ramage and drink something and break away. Hold it, I wanna bowl and scream, punching in my head all day, mixing with the bab one day. When I come out to play, I sure. Girl, we go done today, cause I come to break away. Jamming on how she name, I sure. You don't want no rag, you don't like to party, you're always fed up, full of bad energy. You don't know the song, bubbling in the party. You're standing up there, can't get in on wassy. This one is a ego jam, I want it. This one is a ego jam, I need it. Hey, watch me, I want all of the rum, I want all of the slackness, I want all of the hot gal. Bend over like it's practice. And when I reach in the venue, I wanna f*** up the place. So man, if you're going and play this one, now why you turn off the bass? Oh gosh, 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 oh.
Morning.
Good morning. I'm grinning from air to air. Why? Because I got up this morning. There are many people that did not. So welcome to the People's Chat Room. My name is Lima Dunbar, and my buddy over here he could speak for himself.
Yeah. But go ahead now. You do it so eloquently.
I thought you tell me I was aggressive.
No,
I
no.
come in here this morning, right? I come in here this morning. I say, Code, am I aggressive? He didn't even hesitate. Yes.
Yes. But I don't understand. You asked a question again.
Lord, Lord.
Next time
I asked, didn't I? I asked.
She did.
Welcome to the People's Chat Room. We are live on iTunes Radio, and you can hear the show in repeat this afternoon on Soca Passion TX and tomorrow on Island Beat Radio. Well, this evening is from 6 to 8 on Soca Passion, and tomorrow is from 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. on Island Beat Radio. We got a... I can't find the adjectives. The show today is lit, straight up lit. We're going to have our regular contributors, Mr. Kevin Amoroso, Realtor, and motivational, inspirational person. Well, she's more than a person. She is Phyllis Worrell. So we're going to have Phyllis and Kevin on in a couple minutes. And then we're going to start the guests with Miss SANDRA FATMI-HALL. She is I refer to her as a darling in the Caribbean community. She's a community leader. Okay? Everything that Sandra touches, I would say it turns to platinum. Yes, I said it. Okay. Sandra, you hear that, girl?
So,
all right now.
So she named it Sandra Platinum.
Sandra Platinum. And then we're going to have saxophonist Mr. Roger Guthrie. Now, I've known Roger for a long, long time. Hey. Come on, Ken. I thought you had a task this morning. Okay, well, he's locked. So he's gonna be, well, he better had show up because Leon, you are coming up after Roger. Roger is gonna perform for us live. So we're gonna give him, he's gonna have at least 30 minutes collectively of performing live with his saxophone. We did a sound check last night. Oh my goodness, it sounds great. He is fantastic. He lives in the Melbourne, Florida area. And if you're here in Florida, I suggest, we're going to put his number up. I suggest you give him a call when you have an event coming up where you need a live soloist or a live performer. He will definitely add ambience to your event, okay? Trust and believe that. And then we're going to have Mr. Leon Coldero, who's supposed to be in-house, okay? And we're going to be hanging out with Leon for, well, we're going past 2 o'clock, all right? So that could be, well, anytime past 2. Okay, we're hanging out. We talking, we playing music. We also going to probably try to inveigle Mr. Leon Coldero to do a little thing. I don't know. We don't know. But let's have some fun today. DJ Kevorkian on the 1s and 2s and our own DJ Code Red on the 1s and 2s. This is the People's Chat Room. Share and tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend and just share the link. We are on the peopleschatroom.com. We are also on YouTube. We will be on Instagram in about 30 minutes. And where else are we? Also on Facebook. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. In the meantime, I done talk.
No rain can spoil this last jam, no sun can spoil this one. And if this is the last jam, we want back Spring Garden. All together. No rain can spoil this last jam, no sun can spoil this one. And if this is the last jam, we want back Spring Garden. All together. No rain can spoil this last jam, no sun can spoil this one. And if this is the last jam, we want back Spring Garden. All together. No rain can spoil this last jam.
Wanna say hi to Shaq.
And if this is the last jam, we want back Spring Garden.
Rebel, part of Island Rebels Band. My sister friend, Miss Susan Brown. Of course, Leon Coldero, Sandra FATMI-HALL, Miss Anne-Marie Williams. Share the link, people. Share the link. Share the link. If you're on Facebook, share the link. And download the iTunes radio app to hear us anywhere you want to go.
Bring the steel, bring the iron, bring the rhythm, let me mash up the system. Bring the steel, bring the iron, bring the rhythm, let me mash up the system. Bring the steel, bring the iron, bring the rhythm, let me mash up the system. Bring the steel, bring the iron, bring the rhythm, let me mash up the system. Bring the steel, bring the iron, bring the rhythm, let me mash up the system.
everybody?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
We good. Ladies and gentlemen, listening live on iTunes Radio, this is Mr. Kevin Amoroso, and he's our realtor, our contributor, our buddy, our friend, our everything, and a person that has a whole lot of information on making money.
How you guys doing today?
Good.
You look like you're making money right now. You look a little preoccupied.
Nah. Boy, it's been a rough week. It's been, you just have to take them L's. I just tell people, listen, you have to take the good with the bad, right? You can't, even though we always winning, there are days even when you're winning, you're like taking L's. So you have to be able to take the good with the bad and keep it moving regardless of what.
True.
You know what I mean? But it's been good. I mean, life is good. Life is great. Can't complain. Won't complain. All of that good stuff. This past Wednesday we had another of our every other Wednesday week discussions. With friends, family, and loved ones. And this week we were talking about credit. One of those big things that a lot of people kind of like, they seem to get hung up on is credit. But I don't know about you, Lima, but, the three kind of building blocks that we always talk about when it comes to either home ownership, financial freedom, whatever you want to call it, right? Generational wealth, all of that good stuff. There's three building blocks. It's credit, how much money you got in the bank, and, where you working, how long you've been working, right? So this week we kind of talked about credit. And here's one of these things that we jumped on as well too. How many people that work in McDonald's or Starbucks or 7-Eleven?
None really. I
You know a few, right? You ever ask them if they're homeowners? Right? What's so crazy is that there are so many of them that work at McDonald's, they work at 7-Eleven, or they work at Starbucks, and they don't know themselves that they can be homeowners.
Because they think they're making too little bits.
Because they think that they not, I guess they think the mindset is like they're not worthy enough to purchase a home. Right? There's so many different I don't want to say low income. I just want to call it, there are different avenues for people who don't think that they can qualify to buy homes, to get into that generational wealth. Right? I need you guys to look at this guy. His name is Don Peebles. You know who Don Peebles is?
Don Peebles, the only Peebles that comes to mind is the music, the actor, the Mario Peebles' dad. Is,
not him.
Peebles, not him.
Not him. But Don Peebles, if you Google who Don Peebles is, he is black man, and he is literally one of the most powerful real estate moguls in the country. Don Peebles.
Okay.
He's right. Right now he has a project in New York that he's taking care of right now, and he's building, it's called Affirmation Tower. Okay. And he's actually using African American women and men to spearhead and lead this project, right? One of the biggest projects in the United States. He was actually talking about the wealth gap for African Americans, people of Black and brown heritage, and the ownership that we have in this sector, right? Talking to my kids early on this week about, and I don't know how many people are listening to us this week or who will hear this, but here's this deal. President Biden signed into, he signed a bill for that $500 billion infrastructure deal. Right? We talked about that already?
We talked about that because that was the week of election, and I said that they had a penny tax that they wanted to put in place here in Orange County, and I said no because I already knew that Biden had that going on.
So I'm going to put this out there again for our Black and brown people, for our Caribbean people. There's money in that infrastructure bill, right? Every couple of years, I want to say every 25 to 30 years, we have to upgrade our infrastructure. We have to. Just like it has to happen. Railroads need to be updated. Roads need to be updated. You realize power lines, they aren't power lines up no more. They're underground, right? All of these things, transportation, communication, all of
Bridges,
these
all of
things that we depend on to move from point A to point B, it needs to be updated. So what President Biden did, he signed into law this $500 billion bill that helps with our infrastructure. Now, what they were saying is that our people, our black and brown people, we're not anywhere in that scenario to come and get that money. When it comes to clean energy, when it comes to sustainable energy, when it comes to the future of where we will be when it comes
but why
to
is that?
technology.
Is that because there are no programs that will be tapping into that? Why is it we not in place
No,
to get that?
no, we because one of the big reasons why is because once again we don't know, we don't pay attention, we don't read, we don't follow, we don't vote, we don't pay. There's not too many of us who pay attention to those things because we feel like, you know what, yeah, that's beyond us. You know, we would rather stick with the Jordans. We would rather stick with, you know, with trying to play basketball or rap or do all of that good stuff, right?
And let me use that as a segue to say this. When Kim Kardashian or whatever her name is, and I really don't know how she's popular, but when a lot of these people post stuff or say, you know, us black people, we tap into it, but yet we refuse to support our local black businesses. Why? You know, it's like,
it's tough.
It's bullshit. I'm sorry.
It's BS. Well, here's the thing. The reason why I'm talking about this infrastructure bill again, right? I want our young people, right? Because here's the thing. In 25 years from now, they're going to be in our position, right? If they're in their 20s right now, 25 years from now, they're going to be in their 40s or early 50s, right? Remember when, okay, so do you know what Web3 is?
Web what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
Web3.
Web3? Sounds familiar, but enlighten me.
Do you know what the Internet of Things is?
Sounds familiar, but enlighten me.
All right, so ready. So check this out. When we went, so right now we are in the Internet of Things. Google, AOL, all of that good stuff. Internet of Things.
Right, okay. Makes so much sense.
So the Internet of Things is phasing out and we're moving into Web3.
Aha. Now it sounds
which is
familiar.
Meta,
Yes.
virtual reality, all of that good
all
stuff,
of that.
right?
Yeah.
Before there was the Internet of Things, what was it?
www.
We didn't have we didn't know, right? It was just there wasn't even an internet. 25 years ago, 25, 30 years ago, the internet came around, right? Think about that. So the Internet of Things is phasing out and Web3 is phasing in. Right? If we had paid attention when the Internet of Things was being created 20 years ago, 20, 25 years ago,
We'd have been rich.
We would have been
you remember
rich.
we always talk about now, man, if I had only invested into Apple, if I had only invested into Microsoft, if I had only paid attention back 20 years ago, we have the opportunity now to talk to our young ones about the Web3.
Yeah, and metaverse is a big one. They've been talking about that for the past, how long? Yeah.
Right? So think about it. It only started 2-3 years ago.
But they've been pushing it a whole lot this year, 2022.
Now, right? Before I go, Lima, I want to say this to you. Everybody and their mama right now is talking down about cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency's this. I ain't touching it, blah, blah. Forget about it, right? You ready for some logic?
What?
Apple bought into crypto. JP Morgan Chase bought into crypto. Wells Fargo bought into crypto. Every major corporation in the United States bought into crypto. And now crypto is being what? Regulated, right? And all the scared people are running away, although they're in the session of getting regulated. There's no reason all of these major corporations will get involved to lose money.
If they hadn't done their homework.
Think about it.
So, all right.
So because it's getting regulated now, it's going to get rolled out again pretty soon. After regulations are passed, everybody who jumped out everybody who felt it's a scam, this and blah, 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 blah. And guess what? It goes back to the same old motive. The rich get rich and the poor get poorer because the poor people ran away. Rich people stuck around.
Yes.
Right? So I want you guys to pay attention to who is getting regulated in this world of cryptocurrency.
So can you shed light on the FTX implosion?
You ready for me? You ready? I'm glad you asked
We
that
gotta
question.
keep an
You
eye
ready
on
for
the
me?
time, though.
Check this out.
Yeah.
Smoking mirrors. Smoking mirrors.
All right.
Let me listen. I'm gonna get y'all attention somewhere else.
Okay.
While everybody else on the back end is taking care of what they need to take care of, because when it now gets,
what's this hand? What's this
You
hand?
poor people, watch what's going
hand?
on over
Why-
here.
why
Let's
this-
There
take
you
a
go.
whole lot
What's
of
this hand?
distractions.
There you go.
Okay. All right.
Which
there
is
you
normal.
go.
All right.
So while it's being regulated, while the whole system is being regulated, they're scaring the crap out of people with this small. Listen, who knew about FTX before?
Not a lot of people.
Not a lot. Truly.
Thank
Not a
you.
lot.
Thank you. Right? When we sat down and we had the conversation the other day, and this is the reason why I'm talking about we need to pay attention with this $500 billion infrastructure bill, because all of this stuff plays into it. Right? I need us to go out and Google these things, read these things, read about where you can find yourself in your zone when it comes to clean energy, when it comes to renewable energy. Have you started a company? Have you started a solar company as yet? Have you started a company? Listen, you don't have to own anything solar-wise. Just start the company, right? You don't have to, listen, you don't have to own any of the charging stations as yet. Just start the company.
And with that being said, we gotta go. That's enough to think about. And we're back next week, Saturday, where our guests will be Mr. Olade Banks and Mr. General. So when you come back next week, you think you're gonna elaborate a little bit more on that?
I'll elaborate on something that I'm doing myself.
Okay.
I'll elaborate on something that I'm doing myself because, yeah, I know it's not for me. I want to be able to set it up for them.
Okay.
Right? Because 20 years from now, we'll be in our 60s. And I want my kids, especially my kids, any one of our kids, to make sure that they're playing in this sandbox.
I will be 60 next year. So I'm already there. I know I don't look it. It's all good. But I'm already going to be there next year.
You don't look anywhere close to
I
50.
know. Praise God. Good genes and all that. But yeah.
That's that Trini blood.
What? And Miss Grace Dunbar. Yes. And Mr.
Miss
Augustine Bell. Yes. Good genes. But next week, please elaborate because we need to know, they need to know. Okay?
Yeah, we'll talk more about it, guys. But like I said, I just wanted to put it out there so that you guys can at least go
That's
do
good
some homework
information,
on.
though. You had my head spinning a little bit. I felt a little bit hopeless for a minute. I ain't gonna lie. Because black people, geez, we need to get on the ball, man.
Yeah, we're losing out a lot. We're losing a lot because we're being distracted a lot. A lot of distractions out.
All right. See you next week. Please, God. Give Natalie my love. Okay?
As well. You guys take care.
Thank you so much.
See you later, boss. All right.
Turning over to DJ Kevorkian on the ones and twos while we wait for Miss Phyllis Worrell, who's already in the waiting room to come on. Let's jam some music.
And it's another day.
Hey, love. Girl, I love you more than a little bit.
Plenty, not a little bit.
Girl, I love you more than a little bit. Hear what me say. You are all that I want. Girl, I really wanna show you that. And I couldn't ask for
out, go and party. The make all the girl them happy. Watch day, I see the clowns them start to set. And we don't even reach the venue yet. This might be a night we won't forget. Cause as soon as we step in the bed, it's gone like rain, flowing like water. Whip me down with your bumper. Whip me down. It's gone like rain, and we don't want no umbrella. Whip me down with your water. Whip me down.
Is it me or the weather that have you feeling so?
It's okay.
From the time I see I want to put the work on you.
Work it. That pepper waste is pressure, like a wasaline. Once the lightning strike 2 times, and you get it.
Unmute my mic. Phyllis, good morning.
Good
How are
morning.
you?
No, it's afternoon now.
Oh yeah, but you know it's morning somewhere. According to that man's song, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Well, it's like what 12 something
Yes.
somewhere.
That's
You
a
know.
good song though.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna call his name because you know. No. I remember his name, but I'm not gonna call his name. That's giving his song and him some ratings, and we ain't doing that. You know what I mean? How
Right.
you doing, darling? How is New York? New York?
It's raining.
121.9. Everything.
I'm not laughing, but I'm laughing. It's raining and it's cold or it's nice.
It wasn't too bad this morning, but rain this afternoon. All day rain.
All day rain. So y'all gotta guide them planes in properly, right?
Yes.
Enough respect and blessings. So what do you have for us today?
Okay, so welcome, season's greetings to all. Happy New Month, December.
Yeah, here now, I'm in a house right now that has 2 gorgeous Christmas trees. You should see them.
Wow.
You, take the picture. Bring the picture up now, man. Go get the picture now. Anyhow, Phyllis, let me talk.
Yes.
While he go get the picture.
So we spoke on autism on Monday. You know, it affects a lot of people. And we just went through what is autism. Autism is a development disorder with symptoms that appear within the first 3 years of life. Its formally diagnosed name is autism spectrum disorder. The word spectrum indicates that autism appears in different forms with varieties of levels. That means that each individual with autism experience their own unique strengths and symptoms and challenges. And I had a guest on, and she had twin boys, both with autism. And she was just saying that when she first had the children, she noticed signs that they weren't speaking. And then she carried them to get evaluated and then realized that they both were suffering with autism. So she had to now go to classes to learn about autism because she had double jeopardy with the 2 of them.
Are they
So
low
she was saying
functioning?
that she had to learn the sign language because sometimes they can't express themselves. Some of them might be rocking, some of different things. She gave a whole full view on it.
So they're moderate functioning then, because there's low, moderate,
Yes.
and high. So they're moderate functioning, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what she said too, what she did was went back, did her master's to learn more about it.
Good for her.
And now she teaches too, you know, with children with special disabilities and stuff like that.
Good. When they rock, because you know what I do for a living, but the agency that I work for, she enlightened us many moons ago that I never even knew, because that's not my specialty.
Right.
But there's autism in all of us, every one
Yes.
of us. Small
Yes.
percentage, but all of us. And in some people, of course, it's a whole lot more. But when he rocks, I'm sure she knows that's him comforting himself. That's a
Yes.
motion to comfort. Yeah. It's good information.
She said, and what she learned too is sometimes when they're frustrated, they tend to act out different ways. So you got to learn the kids, parents, grandparents, and she wanted just this stigmatism because, you know, some people shame of it, some people shy away, some parents don't really come to the reality that something is wrong with my child. So she just was saying that it's okay to get help.
I've worked with high functioning, because on the spectrum there's also Asperger's, and Asperger's is also part of autism. And a lot of kids with autism, or young adults with autism, with Asperger's, they're very intelligent.
Yes.
very super intelligent. Okay, and usually there's some area that they're highly specialized in, and sometimes it's of course on the parent to try and help them figure it out. It could be music, it could be math, it
Exactly.
could be anything that you never really thought about, you know. But yeah, autistic kids and young adults special.
Yes, they are. And she was just saying that, you should look at the eye contact. If they're not having eye contact with you, the body language, the lack of expressing themselves, seek help for them. Because sometimes a parent might be in denial.
And it's, thanks for bringing this on
Especially
today
in
because
our
go
in
ahead.
our culture. They don't
Well,
really
in
talk
our
about it.
culture, we in denial about a whole lot of stuff, including going for therapy. They don't, from the
Yes,
time they think you going for therapy, they think something is wrong with you. And not necessarily
exactly.
something is wrong with you. You just need to be able to think things through and need help in thinking things through. But,
Exactly.
you know, we
Yeah.
people, we kind of special ourselves.
Exactly. And her boys now is 15 years. So,
Oh.
they're coming along, she said. And, they're doing the thing and they're very intelligent, as you said.
One more thing too, and you did touch on it, but let me just elaborate a little. Some kids with autism, they don't like to be touched. So if you see
Exactly.
you touch them and they jump back or they look at you or they get really upset and they have a behavioral outburst, it's just that they don't like to be touched. So don't touch them.
Yeah,
Okay.
because one of the viewers, she said her son has it. And what happened is the bus driver dropped him off at the wrong school.
Oh shit.
So now he doesn't want to go on the bus.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so with him, the behavioral problem, he started to lash out because of that event.
Wow. Poor thing was so
So we got to be very
traumatized.
careful.
I mean, but ordinarily that would traumatize any kid. You drop them off at
Anybody,
the wrong
yes,
location.
exactly.
You take that
But
and put
in
a
that case, she
yeah.
said she see a difference in his behavior. Now he doesn't want to go on the bus at all because he's thinking about abandonment. You know what I mean?
So did she get some therapeutic help for him?
Well, she gave her different stuff that she can go and who could seek, and she told her she can get someone to just take him on the bus, go to school with him, and bring him back and drop him off also. So she gave her the website and the names to tell her people so she could request it for him.
We call that slow exposure. When you
Right.
one of the things that I would suggest in general, not just for autistic kids, if you have a child that's going to school for the first time, one of the things you can do during like a weekend, they haven't started school yet, but it's coming up. On a
Right.
weekend, you take them in your car, drive them to the school, come out of the car, walk around the campus, because most schools you can walk around the campus. You can't go in, but you could walk around. So that way they
Right.
could start being familiar with their environment and do that at least
Exactly.
every Saturday, Sunday for at least a month. You will find that when it's time to go to school, the anxiety level will have dropped. She could do the same thing that person suggested. Take them on the bus. Reach out to the school board. They will make allowances, especially as their bus
Exactly.
driver screwed up. They're going to try to jump through whatever hoop you raise, okay, to allow you to come on the bus and just go with him for at least, until he's
Yes.
desensitized to it.
So until he gets back
Yeah,
comfortable, because
yeah.
that trauma, it's hard to get away from with him. So she says she's working slowly with him, trying to get him back on track. But that will traumatize anybody. We big, and if that happened to us, especially with older parents and different things, we and all will be traumatized about it.
I like when you come on because that reminds me of what I do for a living, and then I can share certain information that I don't normally share during the show. So
Yeah.
thanks so much, Phyllis. So
Yes.
let's let people know every Monday you can see Phyllis Worrell on her page on Facebook, and she always brings some really good information, and then she compresses it and she brings it on the show the following Saturday.
Thank you again, Lima, for having me.
You're
Guys,
welcome.
again, this is a season to give. And on my program, on Monday, we'll start to give away little trivias. So look out for it. It's Motivational Monday by Phyllis. Each one, teach one.
Amen to that. Enjoy your weekend, sis. Take care.
Thank you. Have a blessed one. And I'll
You're
be
welcome.
viewing from Barbados next weekend.
Okay, show off now. Show off now.
Lesbian's birthday. My niece in Orlando.
Oh,
so we going
Leslie,
to Barbados.
so you're heading down. All right. Okay, y'all have fun, okay?
All right.
Be safe too.
Okay, see you next week, guys. Have a blessed one.
See you next week. Bye-bye, Phyllis.
Thank you. All right.
Motivational speaker, because as far as I'm concerned, that's what she is. She has her own brand, Motivational Mondays. Every Monday, you can find her on Facebook Live from, is it 8 o'clock, Phyllis?
Yeah, 8 to 9 p.m.
8 to 9 p.m. Phyllis Worrell. Check her out on Facebook Live every Monday.
And my YouTube page also.
Yeah. Oh, yes, the YouTube page. And please subscribe. Okay.
Yes.
Let me use this to say too. We've got a YouTube page where all our shows are archived. Please, please subscribe. Okay?
Yes.
We're turning it over to DJ Kevorkian. Phyllis, take care.
Okay, bye.
Before I go and meet the band, I must pass on the lady young. Hey, looking down from here is like breadcrumbs drilling to a ant's nest. I'm so glad for them cause I know how long they wait timeless. You already know how them trainees say. Them like the wildness. Plenty comments and lack of rest. So I tell you it's not me but you who deserve this. I love you jam and rail back and out to the music. This is your time, your time. This is my time, my time. And if my body start to burn up and I need a doctor, carnival is my time and all to my fever. You that suit me and rub me down with alcohol when I need ya. It's non-stop vibes when I start to misbehave on the speaker. And if your body hurting and you feel a type of way, just use the
again. In big people fat and big people, I'm in big people party. You think I'm too small, I can't manage it. Oh no, do big people think and that is my vibe, I not to nobody. Now let's no more, let me handle it. I pay my dues already, you don't know I pay my bills. So rest me now, I a big woman, yeah for sure. Say I old enough here to do this, I rip the chance to tee up my draw. So rest me now, I a big woman, yeah for sure. Look me straight in the eyes, might see only milk on my face, but that don't mean that I can't party the same kind of way. So I could.
Let me just say hi to Jay Crescendo. Judy, I am going to call you after the show. I need to chat with you. Miss D. John, Renee Marino, Joanne Mitchell, Riley, Pamela Nelson. Pam, them kids getting big girls, straight up. Elizabeth Superville, Stephen Charles, and of course my sister friend Susan Brown. Thanks for tuning in on the Facebook Live. You all can be part of the conversation, you know. We do have a phone number that connects to us, and it is 407-639-2656. Again, 407-639-2656. We're waiting for Miss Sandra Fatmi-HALL to climb into the waiting room so we could chat about whatever Sandra wants to chat about. We ready, all right? And then we will bring on our live music. I'm looking forward to this, you know. Mr. Roger Guthrie, saxophonist Roger Guthrie. Yekevokia.
Excuse me. What's going on across there?
So, I you know Pompano sing for the Gallem, right? And I want to specifically make a tune for the Gallem who name end with the letter A. Oh, honestly, her name don't really have to end with letter A. But when you say her name, it got A to the end, like Aisha, Nisha, Keisha, pen right over. Rishima, Latoya, Charisma, pen right over. Tatiana, Shinika, Janisha, pen right over. Listen, if your name end with a A, pen right over. Pen right over. Pen right over. Pen right over. If your name end with a A, pen right over. At your pop, girl. Pen right over. Don't cut no style, girl. Pen right over. Give me that. Pen right over. Girl, if your name end with a A, pen right over. Oh, I like, cause she walk up her ways. She only have blind Spaniel, but she got me amazed. I want her to bend over, but I don't know her name. But I could bet my life her name end with a A.
If you're ready to press, call me name. Ready to party, call me name. Carnival, yes, it coming back again. Cause if you're ready to fetch, just call me name. Ready to party, call me name. Carnival, yes, it coming back again. We ready to free up, yeah. I hope this feeling lasts forever, forever. Outside we turn it up, lad. I hope this feeling lasts forever, forever. I say it calling, this thing it calling the name, calling the name, the name, the name. I say it calling the name, calling the name, the name. Yeah, the music make me feel high, high, high. I feel like I in the sky, high, high. The music, yeah, the music, the energy that it gives to me, we just come out to be free.
I say I am staying home, not staying home. Me and my friend them on the road, we on the road, on the road, we on the road, on the road, we on the road, on the road, we on the road. In the streets, in the pub, in the club, we on the road, on the road, we on the road, on the road, we on the road. Why out on the road, get bad on the road, head down on the road, go down on the road, roadness on the road, madness on the road. Tell them we're not staying home. Why we don't tell the road?
Baddies. All in favor, put up your hand. Who's the body? Here we go. All in favor, put hands up. Who's the body? Here we go. All in favor, put hands up. Badam, badam, what we love.
So, Miss Joanne Mitchell Riley, she works with adults and kids that are autistic. She said also loud noises, change in schedule, touch will cause anxiety. So you all know there's a whole lot of flooding in Trinidad and Tobago, right? We've seen videos, we've seen a whole lot of stuff. We also have people that have been impacted, and I have a Facebook friend. I don't just know him on Facebook, I actually do know him. His name is Phyllis Durante. He lives in Bamboo number 2, and his apartment, he has video and pictures of how he's been flooded out. He needs assistance, okay? So please send him something via MoneyGram. Let me tell you something, $50, $5 to send it. It's 7 to 1, right? Or 6 to 1? 6 to 1, 7 to 1, so 7 times 5, 7 5s are 35, so that's $300 and something dollars, all right? So please, his name is Collis, Collis Durante, D as in David, U-R-A-N-T as in ticket, Y as in yesterday. And his phone number is 407 868-719-5766. You can contact him 719-5766. And again, his name is Collis Durante. Send $50, $5 to send it. That's $55 out your pocket. And that's your way of giving something back and saying, you know what, we helping you out and we also giving you a Merry Christmas. So let's see if we could do that. All right, guys? Each one, teach one, show one, be one. Let's support one another. All right? Yeah, keep walking. Oh. But you see, I'm looking here, I ain't looking there. Okay, so I want you all to see these 2 Christmas trees. All right? So I love Christmas because it's just the best time of the year, all right? And you got the lights. When I used to work at the prison, I got permission from the warden to take in a miniature Christmas tree, and that's what I kept in my office because it made me feel good in an environment that was just depressing. So, Code, they seeing it? Yeah, they see it. Okay, so these 2 Christmas trees are in this house right now. All right? Yes, I had to put it like that. So the one to the left with all the gold is the one in the first room, and the one at the back, that one right there, that one with the white and black, and you have the hat at the top that says, I can't see, what was it? Was it Merry Christmas? But here now, the tree to the right, I hope you all can see it. That's for Rosie. But can you give them the name of the lady who did it? Y'all probably already have your trees up, and if not, you're probably trying to figure out how to do it. So we're going to put Sydney. We're going to put her phone number. So even if y'all don't catch her this Christmas, let me see if we could catch Shalice for next year, please God. Also remember, Christmas in July also exists. So we're going to put Shalice's name somewhere in there. So you could have her because maybe you haven't put your tree up for the year. And remember, we talked about supporting black businesses, supporting our Caribbean businesses. We will gladly go out and buy a bag with some of them brand name bags. All them Gucci and all that BS. But you would not support your own black people. You would not support your own Caribbean people. Why? When we get wealthy as a people, it really impacts all of us. And while I'm at it, and I'll turn you back over to Kevorkian just now. You see all them nail techs? Find a black nail tech. Stop going by them Korean people. You hear what I say? There are black nail techs in your city somewhere. Google it. Find it. You can even find them on Facebook. Stop going by them Korean people. Alright? That has come into our communities, take our money, and give us crap for it. I said it. Kevorkian?
And if I get home, so what, I drink till I drunk. So what, Ooh, nice none of you, in business 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 nice none of you, business nice none of you, in business nice none of you, in business nice none of you, in business. You rent you, but you're watching me, you like the past you, but it's not being me. Your credit done, you need to see a dentist. I don't know why. Why you don't mind your business? Yeah, my life good, and in the year your life good too. Every day you study me, but I don't have time to study you. Me, my life straight. Don't worry about me, my life great. If you study me, you will never graduate. And if I get home, so what? I drink till I drunk.
I want to say hi to my nephews, all of them, starting from the oldest, Renford, Darren, Dion, Savon, Sean. Hi, nephews and nieces. So we got Miss Sandra Fatmi-HALL climbing into the waiting room, but Kevorkian, you can still play one more, you know. Sandra Fatmi-HALL. You like the title I give you, our community darling?
Our community darling. I love that because I'll tell you, it's just that.
Where are you?
Your community darling for everyone. For everyone.
Where are you? Hey, Sandra?
Hold on 1 second for me, please. Please just give me a minute. You will get my undivided attention.
Okay, look, sweetie. All right.
Pleasure. All right. Can you all see me now?
Yes, we can see you. So where are you?
Okay, so I'm actually at you know me. I'm always.
I know you don't stay still. So where are you?
Toy drive, toy giveaway with Santa here with our young people, and I have about 15 of my after-school program young people that wanted to volunteer and give back, and I'm here with them doing just that, reading with the young people, volunteering, making sure the bounce house is safe for the little ones. Oh, just a whole host of things. So that's where I am right now with about 15 of them.
Okay, so I gotta tell you, I should leave it alone. I will leave it alone as soon as I'm done with this sentence. But I should, you should have won. We seen you all over the place. So Sandra was her campaign for District 6 commission. Was it District 6 commissioner? No, District 2 commissioner.
District 2.
District 2 commissioner. We don't even know who this person is that won, but we seeing you all over the place, which again shows some credence to the fact that yes, they do steal elections. Okay,
Yes.
so you're a classic example of that because you are always in the community doing something, giving back, just being there for our neighbors. Okay, so I mean,
Thank you.
so this is on the west side. Where are you right now? Where is
I'm on the
toy
west
drive?
side. I'm actually at Lion of Judah Academy,
What?
which is on Pine Hills Road.
Okay.
It's on Pine Hills Road. It's right Balboa. I think it's right
Oh,
across
that
from
side
down
of
the road
Pine
from
Hills.
Balboa.
Okay, so between Pine Hills Road, between Colonial and what's that street? Hiawassee. Well, Balboa. Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
it's actually. Let's see if I have the address. It's. You know what? If they put in Lion of Judah Academy, it'll definitely pop up on Pine Hills Road. As a matter of fact, this is where the parade is going to be next week. So it's in this area. It's down the road from Balboa.
What
We have
parade?
we have the Establishment Day parade. See, I'm like a walking bag of knowledge. Are you ready? So next week, on the 10th, around this time, we're getting ready for the Establishment Day Parade, year number 2. For over 30 years, we've been talking about having a parade in Pine Hills, having a Christmas parade, doing something, and we've not done that. So last year, Safe Neighborhood Partnership partnered up with the Pine Hills Community Council, with Orange County Sheriff's Office, with so many communities to put on the parade. We had about 300 participants last year. This year, we're looking to be bigger. Our very own Congressman, Maxwell Frost, is going to be in it. Number of elected officials, a number of community leaders, and a number of young people. The band, we're going to have 2 bands. Oh, it's exciting.
I didn't even know there was an establishment day.
I have to, yes, for Pine Hills. It's over 50-something years. We've been around for a long time.
Okay.
So I'm excited. That's not okay that you don't know this.
No,
That's
it's
not
it's
okay.
not. It's not okay. You're right about that. Bad host. I should have known. Okay, but
Oh, no.
But I forgive
We need to do a better job putting it out there.
Yeah,
No
you
problem.
need to do a better job putting it out, but that's not just on you. I need to do some, searching too. We had so establishment days. We had Miss Rump on at one time. I'll probably might have to invite her to return to the show. Yeah. So we're going into Christmas.
Yes.
There's a toy drive currently happening on the west side of town. What is your expectation or hope for the new year? Because I don't think we'll have you back on until next year, please God. What is your hope for the new year for our community, the Black Caribbean community, Black and Caribbean community?
Okay, fair question. First of all, I want to tell the people's chat room, you, Code Red, you all do such an amazing job. Thank you for the opportunity to always continue to educate, empower, and inform our listening audience. For the new year, 2023, I'll tell your listening audience and you that I've stopped making New Year's resolutions, but I'll tell you, I want to see growth. Let's first start with our elected officials. We have to hold them accountable. We have to hold them accountable.
How I feel
Don't
about
go
that,
with
so.
10 things that you want to see. Go in with 5 things that you'd like to see. Put it in writing so that you can hold them accountable. Now, I'm realistic about the things that can be done, but I want dialogue and communication about how we can get it done. We have to grow. Number 2, as someone that just came from running, we have a problem. And you know, Miss Lima, I know Code Red might feel the same way, but we have what's the word I'm looking for? An allegiance that we feel. Why do we continuously have to beg our communities to exercise their right to vote? Why? Why do we have to do that? It's your right. People died for you to have this right. We need to get people more engaged and involved and let them know the importance of voting. So we have to do a better job, not just when it's election time, prior to election time, so that we can get things rolling ahead of schedule. Number 3.
Well, wait, because I'll forget. Knowing me, I got a little ADHD action going on here, so I might forget. But with regards to that, what I would like you to help us with is help us know when they're having certain meetings. Okay, or even we could create an opportunity where we could, schedule, invite the public to come on in so we could start our own education, because sometimes you can't depend on the elected officials, but you could sure remind them when they come knocking, when we needed you, where were you? Okay?
Absolutely.
And go on to number 3.
That's fair. So we can do that, because let it be known here that for the new year, I am the incoming president of the Pine Hills Community Council, which is the advocacy, yes ma'am, which is the advocacy group for the 78,000 residents of Pine Hills, right? So I was president before, and I'm back in the seat to keep the growth going, right? And I'm excited about it because it's a civic organization.
So that means
it's a 501c4.
So that means that we can partner with you or vice versa, so we could start getting the, we on the same, all right, okay. We on the same page. Okay, keep talking,
ma'am.
Listening.
Number 2, I know I went through number 2 again about the importance of exercising your right to vote, and not just thinking that the local elections are not important. All local elections are important because elections have consequences, but they must understand it's not just presidential, because it doesn't trickle down to them.
You got it.
Locally is what affects them, right? And if they're not engaged or involved in something, for God's sake, stop floating through here, right? Do something to give back and make a difference for our young people. Number 3.
Number 4. We lost you. Can't hear you. No, we can hear you.
Okay, sorry about that. Our young people need you. They're the future. If we're not investing in them, right, what are we doing? We have a responsibility, all of us, even if it's not your child, your own first. But please give back to others. Number 4, our public safety issues that we have. Over 610 massacres have taken place in this country since this year. 610 massacres have taken place in this country this year. We have a problem. We do. We have young people murdering their mom or parents because they felt they didn't pour into them enough or instill in them the importance of community. We have the young man from Walmart that said his parents, when he left a note, that his parents should have realized his social deficit. Do you hear and see a pattern? All of those that committed massacres and the things that they've done, the behaviors were there, and everyone turned a blind eye.
Segue, I'm reminding you that we would like to have someone from the sheriff's office to come on and talk about gun violence in the communities. Segue, reminder.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I did have to take the responsibility that you did ask me, and I went on vacation and decided that, I was going to vacation, and that left my brain until I saw
Well, you needed a vacation after the elections and running and the campaign.
Oh,
and
gosh.
all that,
And I'm so at peace with myself right now. So at peace. So, yes, we will have someone come on. It'll either be a captain or a deputy. I've asked both of them. They could not do it today. Because once I put oops, I tried, and they were not available for today.
They need to we need at least a week heads up, so that way we could schedule it, promote it, because we want people to call in or even come on the Facebook feed and ask questions, some hard questions, because we need it.
Okay, absolutely. And I think that if we start on 4 or 5 basic things, people are hurting. The economy is in a situation. We have to, as a people, collectively come together. From our business owners to our elected officials, work together as a community for the greater good. And I know we can get some things done.
But at the same time, Sandra, I also want to remind people that even though the economy right now in the United States is tough, it's still one of the better economies worldwide. So it's tough for everyone, but we still looking pretty good compared to even Europe.
Yes, that's true. That's well said and needs to be pointed out. That we shouldn't take it for granted. So I'm excited about what the future holds, because I want to go into the year very positive, right? And in going into the new year positive, it opens up many doors and for many opportunities to present itself. And that's what I'm going in. I want to work smartly, though. It's not necessarily about just killing yourself and being so tired. It's about working smartly and making collaborations and connections with individuals, right? When you go for a grant or you ask for funding, no one wants to hear that you're by yourself. They want to know that you're collaborating. So pick people to collaborate with and get things done is what I would say for the new year.
Pick people and collaborate with others for the new year.
Yes.
I like that. And, you know, I got to add something to that, please. She also said it in her message. We can't do this by ourselves and treat people the way you would want to be treated. If you know you don't like to be dumped on, then don't dump on someone else. It's just not good karma. You know what I mean? But Sandra, we appreciate you.
Thank you.
And we casa su casa. Did I say it right?
Yes, mi casa su casa.
Yeah. You take care.
Vice versa. Mi casa su casa. Thank you so much. And just always, thank you always. The People's Chat Room every single week empowers, educates, and informs. Thank you all so much for being passionate about the community and for caring. It's not just about music with you guys, it's substance, and I thank you for that.
I appreciate your words because it's so true. And please, Merry Christmas to you and Dennis and the rest of the family, okay?
Same to you both and your family.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Sandra Fatmi-HALL, our community darling, okay? So we're turning it back over to DJ Kevorkian.
Sassy Platinum Style.
How long I hear this? I gotta say hi to Rokshan Singh, iTunes Radio family. Shalom Peace. Miss Wendy Modest. That's my school friend and thing, eh? Tricky Finger, iTunes Radio family. Miss Susan Hunt out in Toronto. Debbie Page and Queen, Miss Barbados. How you doing, sweetheart? Ian Williams, thanks for tuning in, all of you on Tamal. I hope I said your name correct. Tamal Elliott. Thank you for all of you tuning in on the Facebook feed. I know you're tuning in not for me and Code and Kevorkian. All you want to see Leon, yes you do. And also the live music that we have in store for you from saxophonist Mr. Roger Guthrie. I'm looking forward to it too.
Every move she make, I take everything, anything touch the bumper day. She want taste, I take, she come, me can the best, and I all up for it. Later, gangale. She whisper deep, I start to push. She whisper loud, I start to jump. And then she whine and bend, and give me the look, I hook on the girl. Girl set me free. She whisper deep, I start to push. She whisper loud, I start to jump. And then she whine and bend, and give me the look, I hook on the girl. Beautiful lady, she want to conquer, lanka right there. She said she conquer, lanka one face.
So you're hearing the voice of Mr. Sherwin Winchester. Sherwin was supposed to be our guest last week, but there was something that happened in the family, so we rescheduling him. So he'll be on at a later date. Next week we're gonna have Mr. Olade Banks, singer, attorney, friend, Mr. Olade Banks, and we're also gonna have Mr. General, part of the iTunes Radio family. He's gonna be on next week too, as well as Mr. Lange Mendoza, who was supposed to be on today, but we had to reschedule her to next week because she had something going on today. So, we're trying to make allowances. And in about 2 weeks, we're going to have Mr. I give him a Mr. Super Blue. Don't say you're wearing all blue. Kevorkian, do your thing, bro.
Oh na na na. Yeah. Give me the island breeze, cool them vibes.
You said dirtiness.
Don't be f***ing talking to me so, eh?
Yeah, I just reminded Kovokian, can't play Cass because they're gonna mute us for that.
Especially that song.
Oh yeah. Jolene, oh yeah. Cass is one of them entertainers that got his shit together. Yeah, I said it. Okay, so we would encourage. We want to encourage all artists, get your copyright stuff together. I mean, that gonna mean they're gonna be blocking most of the music, but what can I say? Just trying to get. That's how you make your money. All right, so we can't play Cass, we cannot play Marshall. They mute us. As soon as the show finish, you just start seeing mute on Facebook. So many seconds were muted. I'm just telling you the real deal, okay? We want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I didn't think they start muting stuff over there quite yet. Some, but not all. And follow us on Instagram. We have the show playing right now on Instagram. Also, thepeoplechatroom.com, our website. And you can always download the iTunes radio app, okay? Remember, the show will be heard in repeat this evening on SocaPassionTX.com from 6 to 8 p.m. and tomorrow on Island Beat Radio from 12:30 to 2:30. In the meantime, in between time, DJ Kavokia.
Baby, I can text and talk to you all day. It doesn't even matter if you're 1,000 miles away.
So you're full of my heart with me, I just have to say what I think. I honestly feel like I'm dreaming. Oh my darling, what I'm feeling. I shouldn't say too much and confuse it, but you just have to know you do it. I'm feeling so good, I must share it. So for those who in love and they feel it, let me hear you say yeah. Put your hands in the air, all who love to share. We jumping like we don't care, cause we full of pride. Put your hands in the air, all who love to share. We jumping like we don't care.
Turn on. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Oh Lord, oh Lord. For the love of Calypso, oh Lord, say we are Finda. Is the love of the tempo, oh Lord, say we are Finda. For the love of Calypso, for the love of the tempo. Mama used to say son stay. Don't you throw your gifts away. For the thing come from far, so far, far, far.
Tell me what they're fighting for, what they're killing for. Oh, we don't need no more now. So tell them wicked people, fire go burn fire go burn them. Oh, oh Lord, I said this is the year for love. Fire go burn fire go burn them. Oh, say little boy when marathon.
By the roadside, you tell me get out your place to come inside.
slow wine, yeah. This call for a slow wine, yeah, yeah. This call for a, yeah. Girl, don't waste no time. Wine, wine like you, wine, wine like you, wine. Show them you're young and free. Girl, you want to wine, wine like you, wine, wine like you, wine. Like if you go crazy.
If you're looking for a carnival wine, if you're looking for a carnival wine, let me take you to Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay, so this is, listen. Oh, I gotta unmute him. Okay, my bad. So guys, Roger Guthrie is a saxophonist. Now when he speaks, you can obviously hear the British accent. So he was born in Britain. He'll talk a little bit more about himself, but I'm really looking forward to this because this is the first time we actually having live music on the show, right, Code? No?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So we did a sound check last night. He sounds really, really good. So I'm waiting for him to for us to let him see, for us to see him. So he's got to open up the video. But Roger is a dynamic saxophonist, and all the music that he'll be playing today is original. He's got a couple stories that I want him to share, including the fact that he did get COVID during the first year, which was 2020. That's when nobody knew a whole lot about COVID, and people were dying left, right, and center. And he also spent at least, I think, 11 days in ICU struggling for his life. But we're waiting for him to open up the video. In the meantime, I think Kavokan maybe could play a little bit more until he lets us see him, and then we could get the video started. We could get the live show started. Okay?
Moto there. Yeah. Bonjour, madame. Bonjour. Tell me where your name, tell me where you come from. Bonjour, madame. Bonjour. Tell me where your name, tell me where you come from. I know that say. Give you all the money I don't have, madam. If you, just give me like a chance to dance on you. Just give me like a chance to dance on you. Just take a little wine and dance. I know I live.
Hey, Roger. We see you. So, I mean, can you hear us?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he should be able to hear us. But he has to speak into the mic for us to hear him. Roger, can you hear us? He's about to make a phone call. So, Code, I guess, is you he talking to?
I don't know yet.
Well, I'll see when the phone call comes in, and then I'll just hand you my phone.
I mean, it looked like he had everything set up.
So, obviously, we're doing this live.
Yes, we are.
And it went really well last night. I think today is just a little bit of nerves. That's probably getting in the way, but we're going to start pretty soon. Right, Roger? Can you hear us? Huh? Okay, yeah.
Fed up on the stress, I say we fed up on the fuck. Show me your heart and wait for us. If you're fed up on the stress, then better show me your heart and wait for us. If you're fed up on the stress,
ready for us? I hear Leon outside. You ready for us, my dear? Because we ready for you. Anytime. And we'll... Leon? Hey! Oh! Roger, you ready? Oh, he's ready. You know Roger Guthrie, right? You know Roger. Trust me, you know Roger. He lives down in Coco, Melbourne area. Yeah. Roger? Anytime, my dear. Ladies and gentlemen, iTunes Radio Live. We doing some live music today. And in case you didn't know, the show is going to go beyond the 2 p.m.
I keep wondering why I don't hear nothing. I didn't turn the speaker on.
Oh, no wonder. But now we're ready, right? So I'm trying to do a little introduction here. Live on iTunes Radio, live on the People's Chat Room, and well, it won't be live later on Soca Passion, not tomorrow, but
recorded live. See, it's still
Saxophonist, Mr. Roger Guthrie. So, Roger, we'll chat a little bit after you've done at least 2 songs. Go for it, Donnie.
All right. Yes, welcome one and all. But this first song, first I must say, Lima, blessings and to the crew. Yes, blessings to the crew. And it's an honor to do this for you. So this first one, you remember, I think it was a couple years ago, I think, bass player, Basie, from the UK, Big Brother. You remember him? He passed away.
No, say his name. Oh, you mean Kelvin? No.
Not with
5 or 6 crew.
Not with 5 or 6 crew. Another bass player.
No.
Big, it's big guy. Anyway.
He doesn't come to mind, but I'm sure later on he will.
Yes, my brother. And every time I hear this tune, because we went and we recorded this track with Michael and some other people. We used to be in a dub culture. I think that's what we called the band. Mm-hmm. But anyway, this track I felt was a really good one to do, which is called When Jah Leads the Way.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Hope the level is good.
Don't worry.
Let me know.
You press play, we'll tell you.
Yeah. When Jah leads the way, all we got to do is follow. When He leads the way, He lights it up. We don't have to stray. When Jah leads the way, all we got to do is follow. When He leads the way, He lights it up so we don't have to stray. We'll sit up on the throne, He is the only one. Heard rightful ruler of the righteous Son, and that is the truth for me. I sing with no apology. Oh, merciful is He, creator of everything and all that you see, master of the universe, who Jah bless, make no man curse. When Jah leads the way, all we got to do is follow. When He leads the way, He lights it up so we don't have to stray. When Jah leads the way, all we got to do is follow. When He leads the way, He lights it up so we don't have to stray. No, we don't have to stray. No, oh, no. Hey, we don't have to stray. No, we don't have to stray. When I look and see the babies playing, and some of them crying, I think of how they should be. I know it's up to you and me. When I look and see the sun so high in the sky, I lift my hands to the one most high, and I give thanks to his majesty for all that he's done for me. When Jah leads the way, all we got to do is follow. When he leads the way, he lights it up so we don't have to stray. When Jah leads the way, all we got to do is follow. When he leads the way, he lights it up so we don't have to stray. No, we don't have to stray. We don't have to stray. Oh, no, no, no. We don't have to stray. Hey. Follow, yeah, follow, yes. All we got to do is follow. Whoa, 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 whoa. All we got to do is follow, yeah. Hey. When Jah leads the way, all we got to do is follow. When he leads the way, he lights it up so we don't have to stray. When Jah leads the way, all we got to do is follow. When he leads the way, he lights it up so we don't have to stray. Follow, 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 hey, follow, 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 hey, follow, 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 yes. All we got to do is, hey, follow, yes. All we got to do is follow me. All we got to do is follow. Oh, yeah, follow. Hey, follow.
Nice. I want to clap. I want to clap.
Yes.
Niceness, man. Roger, here's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
We're going to let you do one more, and then we're going to take a break. Because guess who walked into the studio? I don't know if you know Leon Coldero. Leon Coldero. You don't know Leon? Well, that's okay because, you know, you're going to know him just now, and he's knowing you now. Okay?
Aha.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. All right.
All right? So it's working both ways. So we're going to let you do one more, and then we're going to take a break because Leon, this was an impromptu thing. We found out about him being here last night, so it was like, got to reach out to the brother because he's family, you know?
All right.
So, and he has new music that we want to talk about and promote. So do one more, then we're going to take a break, bring Leon on, and then you will return to take us through the rest of the show. You good with that?
All right. We can do that.
We can do
all
that.
Right, so. Yes, all right then. So this next one, a good friend of mine, his name is Bubblers. Play with everybody.
I don't know him.
You know Bubblers?
Nuh-uh. But then I don't know everybody, so I mean...
He's from the UK. He's from the UK, you know, and we work together.
They're making fun of me here, boy. Because everybody that from South, the feel I know, because I went to school with most of them. I went to school, no. His sister and I, we were in a competition together. The youngest one, Celia. Yeah. But we go chat. So, he bring out the electronic one. Okay, anytime you're ready.
Yes, all right then. So now this one now is called Loving Ways.
Okay, Loving Ways.
All instrumental.
clapping again. So here's
All
the
right,
thing.
sis.
So we're gonna take a break, but when you come back, can we do like a Mali and you could play and I could sing?
Okay.
I don't know which Mali you got. I know all of them.
Any one of them. All right. Let's do one.
So we're going to
Gotcha.
put your number across the screen, but before we do that, I need people to know that you are in the Melbourne area, right? Melbourne?
That's right. That's right. Florida, not Australia.
Not Australia. And don't get swayed with the British accent. He's here in Florida. All right? You need an instrumentalist. You need someone to do a party or something like that, an event. You got to call Roger. We've got to start including our own. I preach that all the time.
And remember,
I don't know how far
remember
it gets.
Lima.
Yes?
Remember, Lima, that Roger is when I'm not playing. But when I'm playing, I am JAH disciple.
JAH disciple. JAH disciple. JAH
Correct.
disciple. So
Correct.
when you come back, we will chat first about you, and then we will
All right.
do some
So,
music.
so we're saying 20 minutes? What we're saying, 20 minutes?
Yeah, about 20 minutes. Yeah. We're going to hold
Gotcha.
on to Leon for a little while here. 20 minutes. And
All
then
right,
when we
all
come
right.
back, we're going past 2 o'clock.
Bless.
With JAH disciple. Thank you. Thank you so
All right.
much.
Bless.
Okay, honey. So we're going to keep chatting while we bring Mr. Leon Coldero on, and then we'll come back with JAH disciple. We're going to take a little music break, and then we'll come back with JAH disciple. So in the meantime, Leon, which mic you taking? You're taking that mic? Don't ask me to walk. No, I calling the song wrong. For some reason. Don't ask me to walk? And I'm about, hear me now, about to say, you sure? Okay. Asking the man, you sure, for his own stuff. Oh, boy. So you are listening to the People's Chat Room. We are live every Saturday with 1 or 2 exceptions when we just need to take a break. On iTunes Radio from 12 to 2 p.m. Today we're going past 2 p.m. Not far past 2, but we're going past 2. And you can hear the show in rebroadcast mode on Soca Passion TX. The TX stands for Texas. And that's from 6 to 8 p.m. And then, obviously, Island Beat Radio, Sundays from 12:30 to 2:30, we're going to rebroadcast the show. We want to encourage you to go to our YouTube page. We should have more subscriptions than that. Why? But all you're going to subscribe to Beyonce and all that. Come on, man. Behave all yourself now, man. All entire time I'm chastising all you. Okay, I'm going to be nice. Anyhow. Please go to our YouTube page and please subscribe. Share the page, share the subscription. We also have our own website, thepeopleschatroom.com. You can subscribe to that also, okay? In the meantime, I think we are live on Instagram. They're not going to save it, so you have to watch it in real time on IG, and then the show goes away on IG. And then what I will do is probably do some clips so that I could post it up there. Are we ready, guys? Well, no, but I see Kovakian doing me like this, so I don't know if this means keep talking. Oh, that's what I mean? Yes. That's why I keep talking because, Leon, and that means keep going?
That means keep going.
Right. So change your sign language. All right. So I done talk.
Look back now. Real back now. Here back now. She have a piece of waste that could blow me away, yeah. Through the arrows, through the corn. Anyway, she is a dance, but go and perform, yeah. But look the girl there, and she don't like it when I steer
have just locked on to the show, for some of you on Facebook, because I know some people are joining us on Facebook, remember the show is live on iTunes Radio, so hi to all our iTunes Radio listeners. So we've got Mr. Leon Coldero. Take out the Mr. So here's how we have him on the thing. We have Soca, veteran Soca artist. What else again called? Entrepreneur. You know that's trip over that word, but I prefer the word cook. I like thing. Chef Coldero in the house today, live and direct, because I know he's got some shows going on in Florida, right? You had something in. Come over here and join me now.
Good evening. Is it evening already? Morning? I don't know what time it is, but
it's morning somewhere.
Yeah, it's morning somewhere, it's evening somewhere, maybe night somewhere. But good evening, good morning, good night, good lunchtime.
We should ask him to cook. Don't ask me to cook. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm messing with you.
I will cook anytime, any day. But now...
But that's what you've been doing, so you're taking a break.
Yeah. What kind of soda?
Yeah. We want to let y'all know that you can call into the show at 407-639-2656 in case you want to say hi to Leon. We actually do have a phone number. Leon.
Lima.
So it's all the... you're one of the few people...
Let's call it Lima. That's because that's how we know each other.
Hey, I know Leon, and listen, Kevorkian is mad crazy about one of your songs. I don't know if you know that.
No,
when you used to sing with Song Revolution, Shake It.
Well,
you wanna throw that in the mix?
We're gonna do something. Have to do something for Kevorkian.
Hold up, not just Kevorkian. We too.
Well, tell me what you want me to do, and I will make it happen.
Code Telma too aggressive. So you know what? Play that song. All right? Let me see. Shake It. Your favorite song. Okay. A lot of people, well, some people, I wouldn't say a lot, don't really know a whole lot about your past. They know what they see with regards to Code 868. You remember that band that you used to have in Miami?
Yes.
And
the band is still there.
The band is still there.
It's just because I'm not here, but the band is present. So if anytime somebody was supposed to say, well, hey, we need Leon Coldero on Code 868, we just activate.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But I want to take you all back, way back, to the days when big band in Trinidad and Tobago was the in thing. They don't have it on the road anymore, except for I think 2023. Peter Samuel is bringing it back for his band.
No, a couple of years now they've been having live music again on the road, and they're trying to bring it back. This guy, what's his name? He's a trumpeter. Peter Samuel worked with him, Etienne Charles.
Oh.
He's been doing live music on the road, and Peter Samuel has been including other bands.
He was on the show a couple weeks ago. Peter Samuel.
Oh, Peter Samuel, yes, because now Etienne Charles has broken away from Peter Samuel. So Peter Samuel has other bands on the road this year for next year for Carnival, which includes Image and Company will be on the road.
Yes, they will be on the road.
They normally use this band too with Raymond Ramnarine.
Delina
Dan normally is on the road. Charlie's Roots is on the road. They've been on the road for the past couple, I would say maybe about 3 years or so. So it's something they've been trying to bring back on the road. But
they had no right to take the damn thing off, but that's just me.
Yeah, bringing back live music on the road with live bands. So it's not like it is something that is of the past, but they're trying to reintroduce it. Yeah. I'm sure A-Team, if I'm not mistaken, they probably normally... Eddie Charles is normally on the road as well, and Yeah.
So we taking you all back, way back to the days of Song Revolution when this song here was turning up. All right, and Kevorkian loves this. You want to play?
Labor Day jam in Brooklyn. That is where I met Evelyn. I couldn't resist when I see this Yankee girl. Ask if she coming down for the carnival. She say I want to learn how to get on fancy. And if I don't get the recipe, woman go laugh at me, evening girl. You don't have no problem. When you get the secret, you go. Everybody, there we go. Put your hand in the air and shake it. Jammers, if you don't care, shake it. Put your bumsy down low and shake it. Rock it to and flow and shake it. Half cup of sugar, shake it. To make it a sweeter, shake it. 2 teaspoons of wine, shake it. To make you feel fine, shake it. 3 tins of bacchanal, shake it. Wait after some bad girl, shake it. So now you can make it, shake, shake it.
And all you liking that, I liking it too, I ain't gonna lie. This is so much fun, it takes me back, way back. So Leon, let's bring it forward a little bit. We haven't seen you for at least, 2 years?
3.
3 years?
Yeah.
You were down in Trinidad. I know that's at the start of COVID, 2020.
Just before the start of COVID.
Just before the start of COVID. That's when everything was like, we didn't know what the hell COVID was. Everybody was running scared, lockdown here, lockdown there. And you've been doing your thing in Trinidad. So what we want to know is how much of a challenge was it or not?
To me, it really wasn't. Well, first of all, I went home to perform during the Christmas season and into Carnival, which is when COVID hit. And I was sort of
that was 2019,
like,
right?
2019. I was sort of like debating whether I should go back, because when you're looking at the news and stuff, the way it looked so bad here, it's like if, the United States was going to, not the United States only, but like the world was going to wipe out, you know what I mean? So I'm in Trinidad, and for some reason, I just felt safe on my little island. I just felt like, they have a saying, God is at Trini, which that is not true, okay? But anyway, I felt comfortable. I felt, like, I feel I'm in the best place right now during the pandemic. Because I would go to the countryside, which I love, and breathe the fresh air. And, I was doing my thing. I was never locked down. Some people couldn't go anywhere. And, well, don't talk about those folks, like, for instance, in Brooklyn, and where they live in an apartment, and you're just inside that apartment, you're confined, right? But home, I will be when I say all over, countryside, not in no big gathering, or maybe just me and 2 other people, but everybody have their, keeping their distance, but we in the country, and we dig in provision, yam, and fresh fruits, and I'm breathing in this fresh air. I was on the beach every weekend.
I was kind of like Marconi a little bit every now and then,
Well, and I'm sure you could tell that Leon was looking like Leon having a time, like, it had no COVID for Leon, but it's not that. You had to pay attention to what was going on, you know what I mean? Take heed and be safe. Be safe and everything else. But what happened during that period of time, I realized that the music industry had taken a hard beating.
All over.
Right. So I realized that, wait, there's no music right now, so Leon, you got to do something, you know what I mean?
You have to make 2 ends meet.
That's right. And I've always had a passion for cooking,
I know.
So when I saw that happen, I just decided to switch and say, hey, it is time to do something else, which was, get out there, and people had to eat. And I decided to start off with a food trailer first. And from the food trailer, right now I'm in an actual building doing my own restaurant, which is called Coldero Flavors. And people just loving the food, and it's all great food with great flavor, with good flavor.
Okay, but I always have to throw in a little question here that kind of like makes you think a little bit. Now, we all know that in the Caribbean, nepotism reigns.
Yeah.
So, with that in mind, and nepotism being king and queen at the same time, you were able to use your name, or this is a question statement kind of thing. Were you able to use your name to get you started with the food truck? And that's how it came into being, because you got to get collateral and blah, 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 and all of that. So tell us about that part of the journey.
Again, to be honest with you, right, when you have a name, and I would say a good name, people tend to gravitate towards you. You say the name like, oh, okay, Coldero, this, that. Because to be honest with you, I had no problems at all starting what I started back home. And this is because of the fact that I'm well known. I guess it was a lot easier, for that transition to take place, as opposed to just being not known and trying to start something, because it's starting all over again. It pretty much was that, starting from scratch. but everything was just clockwork. It just happened. You know what I mean?
And I did taste your hand because when I came home that one time,
that's right,
from my dad.
Yes.
I came by. That's when you had the food truck,
right?
And the food was good.
Thank you.
I guess next time I come home, I was home at least 3 times this year, but next time I'll come to the brick and mortar building. Yes.
Yeah, I'm in San Fernando, 5 minutes away from Gulf City. That's Riverside Drive in San Fernando. Just in case you don't want a landmark, it's just opposite Supper or opposite Lachlan and the Gans. Right on the corner there. There are some antique cars that normally right in that building is where I'm at right now. And the good thing about it too is because of the fact that I lived in Canada prior and I'm well traveled, live here in Orlando, Florida, Miami, people from New York. When they come to Trinidad, they come looking for Coldero flavors. And what I'm trying to give, not what I'm trying, but what I'm giving the people is an authentic, original, back in the day flavor of what real Trini food is all about.
So let's bring it from food to music. I know you have a new track.
Yes.
And I am usually, he's saying we can stay on food, you know. I am usually the one that like to talk food. And look, I switch in little gears a little bit. Before we get to the new song, there was one that I like.
Okay.
Scrap Iron.
Oh, that's 3 years ago.
Why are they looking at me? So I always do hear that, but now you get a taste of that now.
Let me just tell you how Scrap Iron came about, right? Back home, you're in your bed, sleeping, and you're hearing this voice, Scrap Iron, old battery buying. Scrap Iron.
Oh, that's when they're driving on the street?
That's right. The truck passing, and you have this guy with a megaphone, you know, and that's the announcement. And what I thought about it is, I thought about tying in something that everyone can relate to and bring it in song, because when the producer had sent me the rhythm, which is Jesse Optimus from San Fernando, Optimus said to me, Leon, I have a rhythm here for you. And then I told him he was in Tobago. I said, bro, I think I have the perfect song for that rhythm. He said, what is that? I said, Scrap Iron, boy. He said, Scrap Iron? I said, yes, called Crazy. I said crazy because I got stuck with the song. I couldn't go further, you know, after writing a couple lines and whatnot, so I called Crazy. I said, Crazy, I have this idea, you know, for this song. And I started writing. Crazy said, leave it with me. By the night time, Crazy called me back. And himself and Winford's Divine, Joker, who passed, may his soul rest in peace. When they got back to me, and I'm like, no, boy, this one, when the producer finally heard it, he said, nah, boy, Coldero, boy, that's the tune.
That thing's sweet too bad, you know. So we're going to touch on it a little bit, and then we'll come to present day with the new song.
Vamos. Well, yes, Randa. This is your boy Leon Coldero. Alongside one and only Uptown. All right. When you hear me, they must come together. You must know it's Christmas time again. Seriously, listen. I woke up Christmas morning, relaxing in my bed. In Patadigo Martin, megaphone in my head. Cause I thought I was dreaming, a nightmare that was dread. I heard a voice repeating, and this is what it said. Sing! Scrap Iron, old battery buying. Scrap Iron, old battery buying. The people living next door, pull back their curtain, bring out a rusty old saw to get a bargain. Scrap Iron, old battery buying. Scrap Iron, old battery buying.
Vibes for so. Okay, so we cannot move to the new song until we get some parang.
But that is Soca parang, you just hear there, you know. Now remember, I just call it Soca parang. Some people just call it parang Soca, but for me it's Soca parang.
We had a little dialogue about that when we had on Crazy and Eddie Charles some months ago, almost a year ago, where people say Soca parang and parang Soca, and it's like, what's the difference? And then Eddie and Crazy did help us to understand the difference. It's something to do with the instrumentation or the instruments that are used.
Yes.
Right?
Not only instrumentation. Remember back in the day, parang was sung traditionally as parang in Spanish. And you find that I remember growing up small, I couldn't understand, I didn't know what they were singing, but I loved it. I love the melodies, I love the instrumentation, the whole thing about parang groups coming by your house and waking you up 2 o'clock in the morning and mommy waking you up and it's, oh boy, Christmas. That is, you know, my memory.
Christmas.
Yes, what a true Trini Christmas is. But What we did is, Crazy started it first, actually. Crazy is the one that started singing the parang in English that we could understand. Things like when he did Maria, 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 y corazon.
Hold
I
up.
took the
So
role
all
of
you
lead
realize,
singer.
all you hearing history here. Okay? You all hearing history here. On the people's chat room, that's why it's always good to tune in, alright? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I took the role of lead singer, Parang Rama in Arima. Console of my Parang band, the 2000 Flock the Grandstand, Dave Elcock was the MC. So we could then relate to that. But history has it that there were other Soca Parang before that. It's debatable because remember we had things like what's called again? Rum, drink a rum, man, a punch a creamer, drink a rum. It's Christmas morning.
But isn't that more calypso?
Well, again, you see, that's another topic you're going on there because, to be honest with you, that sound more like Christmas calypso music. Like I refer to Baron. To me, Baron don't sing parang. Baron sing Christmas.
He sings soca.
Soca ballads, if you want to call it that, because it's not really parang. No. To me,
Wait, I just want to remind people, if you want a part of this conversation, you can call 407-639-2656. People like that get a little kind of scared when I put the number because nobody really calls. I'm not going to throw you under the bus. Just be part of the conversation. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, to me now, parang soca is where the music is more, or where the song is more influenced, or heavily influenced more with parang than the soca. If I may take credit, which I wasn't even aware of at the time, but for the first soca parang, I would have to say I started that.
Family?
The same year when Crazy did Maria Maria, which is, I don't want to date myself. We'll forget
La
the year.
Sapa.
And I'll tell you why it was La Sapa in my recollection and my understanding.
That's a bad song, you know.
Because La Sapa was arranged and recorded with Ras Shorty I, the inventor of soca.
He was in that?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
He is the one who arranged that song. If you listen to the bass line.
You got it, Code?
The bass line is a soca bass line.
It
so
is.
the music was soca, it wasn't parang. And then, of course, it was being sung in Spanish. So I would say I was the first to sing a soca parang. Crazy was the first to sing a parang soca.
You know what, Leon, I know you don't often listen to the show, but one of the things we say on the show in repeat mode, not every week, but enough, the culture of Trinidad and Tobago is dying.
Yes.
Okay?
I could add
and
to
you
that.
are sharing information on the show today that I would encourage you, I know you ain't going to do it, but I still got to put it out there. Write a book. It doesn't have to be a thick book. It could be a little book.
Well, you have to remember something, right? I could only
Or
write.
you could send the information and I will do it.
Okay. That's a deal. I'll do
Okay.
that.
What you could do is do voice notes. Send it to me. I will find the time.
Right.
And the reason why I will find the time is because I'm always preaching it. Now it's time to do it. So send voice notes from beginning, and you know.
You see, some things were not documented. So, and then everybody now runs to Google. And sometimes not everything you see or read on Google is the correct thing. You know what I mean?
True.
So you could be misled that way too. But I could only talk about from what I remember, from my time, my era, to now. As opposed to prior to that, I will not be able to give any information.
We'll take whatever you can.
Yes. So,
Because where you leave off, Crazy will give.
Right.
And also I'm doing an article on Lord Relator, and it's amazing. When I did the article, I was hoping that he would have a very good memory.
Right.
It like sharp like a tack.
Because I'll tell you one thing. I heard folks have said that parang was a music that used to be played year round in Trinidad. I don't know that. I wasn't around in that time, but that's when the Venezuelans or the Spanish, I would say, were living in Trinidad even before, long before, because that's their music and that's what they brought, and that's how we got into that same style, which is really paranda.
And it's part
We
of our
call it parang.
heritage.
Yes.
It's part of our heritage.
You know?
Let's see. My nephew is saying, well said, taking in the talk, auntie. Nice vibes from Freddie Gay. So, great.
Yes.
I'm
Hey,
sorry.
Freddie.
So let we do La Sapa, and then we'll bring it to the new song. Which one you want? La Sapa. I don't know if you have it, I'm putting him on blast. Sorry. You see how Kavokian step back?
We could do it. Even though you don't have it, we could do it.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
You hear what he say, Code? We get it? Unplugged.
Bam badam tung katung tung katung tung katung bam bam badam bam bam badam 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 bam bam badam 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 bam bam badam 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 bam bam badam bam 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 tuk tuk boom 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 boom. Tu madre la sapa, tu madre no va, y el de la rosa, la sapa, la sapa de rosa, y el de la rosa, señor, vamos al bailar. Dum 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. You could hear the soca influence in what the instruments were playing and whatnot, but it was sung in Spanish. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of people don't even know what La Sapa means because still we were singing in Spanish.
Okay.
And I want people to know La Sapa means the frog or sapo.
For real though?
Yeah, it's a frog I was singing
and what
about.
people don't know is that was his family.
That's right. La
Familia.
Familia.
La Familia.
Yes, that was the parent group.
So that was the whole group doing that particular song, and that still is a hit today at 2022.
That's correct.
How long ago was that one?
1978.
Oh, damn.
Just out of school.
Yeah, I was like 16, 15.
So the thing about it is, right, someone had asked a question on social media. They didn't like scrap iron, right? Because they were like, what does scrap iron have to do with Christmas? So I asked them, well, what does a frog have to do with Christmas? But they love La Sapa. You understand? Or what does a Spanish woman have to do with Christmas? Because Spanish women everywhere, every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's just to educate, you know, and to be open-minded.
But also always have to have a difficult one.
Because
right?
you remember back home, right? Christmas time, what used to happen? Everybody cleaning. They're putting out garbage by the road.
It's smelling vanish because you're vanishing your
But what I'm
chairs.
saying, the whole cleaning out, the scrap iron truck passing to pick up the garbage because you want to clean up your yard and everything else for Christmas. So I hope they understand the whole concept behind.
Yes, it is related.
Thank you.
Okay, not even directly. I mean indirectly, but directly.
Right.
So let's come to the new song because I know you have places to go, people to meet.
That's right.
And you, this is a damn good
Correct,
interview, by
right.
the way. Yeah, I know. Whatever. Don't ask me to work. That is so Caribbean-esque. Caribbean people, we don't like to work. It's crickets. I ain't hear nobody saying anything. Right?
A rhetorical question.
Is that what this song is all about before we put it on?
Let me tell you how this happened, right?
Every song have a story.
Yes. I weren't going to record at all for this Christmas. Nothing was coming. You know, I had a couple ideas. It wasn't happening. I said, Leon, leave it alone. Don't force it. Okay, cool. So I'm in the kitchen cooking, and one of my employees had the radio on. And I'm hearing, ba-da-ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-da-da, dum-bum-ba-dum, bum-ba-dum-ba-dum, ba-da-ba-da-dum, ba-da-ba-da-dum. Don't ask me to walk the carnival. I say, wait. Don't ask me to walk. Don't ask me to walk. Don't ask me to walk. Don't ask me to walk for Christmas. I said, okay.
Still said it because I'm going to forget. Right now, we have a big problem in this country where people, there's jobs available and nobody wants to work.
Yeah, well, I am not encouraging that.
I'm just telling you.
In Trinidad, you could get away with that. People here in North America, please, when all the boss tell you to come to work, all you have work to do, go and do your work, please. Because when you get fired, don't call Coldero and say that
Can't blame nobody but yourself.
Don't work for Christmas, right? But anyways, that is where that came from. And playing around with it, Senator Mastermind, the producer, and Sean was like, the same day, Sean sent back the music. And I'm like,
he was really into it.
Wow, nah, this have to happen. Changed my mind again. I said, no, I ain't going to record this, you know, because it's kind of late. By the time I finish recording, master, mix, and get it out there, it's going to be too late for the Christmas season. So I called back Natasha, who is the businesswoman, Natasha Andrews, and I told her, I said, listen, I'm not going to do this song again this Christmas. We're going to fold it and bring it next year. She sounds so disappointed. And it played on my mind, and I'm like, no, Leon, you can't do this. Go and do this song.
But why were you even going there?
Because of time frame. I thought it wasn't going to be,
Okay.
And then made up my mind, went in the studio, do my vocals, went, sent it back, mix, master, and trust me, Just run the track. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Walk. Boy, walk nothing.
Don't ask me do what. Don't ask me do what. Don't ask me do what.
Hope you're liking the vibes. All right.
Boy, walk nothing. As I say in Trinidad, walk nothing.
Don't ask me do what. Don't ask me do what. Don't ask me do what. Don't ask me do what for Christmas.
Come back. Bring the watch on the vibe. Real vibrant thing.
I cooking my food and I'm feeling good. This woman called me saying she have a job for me. The 25th of December. She want me to work for her. She tell me not to worry. I go pay you properly. Don't ask me do what. Don't ask me do what. Don't ask me do what. Don't ask me do what for Christmas. New Year's Day, working. Boxing Day, working. Christmas Eve, working. Let me tell you some things. When you see I drink me punching, and I start ringing all over the place I'm going. I'm celebrating. Don't ask me do what. Don't ask me do what. Don't ask me do what. Don't ask me do what for Christmas.
Trouble again. Worries again.
So I was kind of like videotaping and thing, right? Because I mean, I'm starstruck too, not just like all you, all right?
Yeah, we all are.
So Leon, all up in your business. When is the show in Fort Lauderdale? That gone?
That gone.
Okay, when is it? You have another one
my
coming
next
up?
performance is Preacher has actually reached out to me. And by the way, this song was
Preacher
penned
actually
by...
communicates?
This song actually was penned by Preacher, Barnett Henry, and yours truly. Again, when I got the whole idea of the song, got stuck somewhere along, I'm like, you know what, Preacher, because Preacher understands. You see, not every writer understands.
Preacher is a whiz.
Yes. Yes, you could reach out to Preacher now, and he say, all right, I'll get back to you this evening, Coldero. So he just know, Coldero, this evening I'll have it for you.
Preacher is a whiz.
So Preacher came back with his concept of the song and whatnot, and of course I went back and dug into it and, did certain things melody-wise, whatever, and this is it, Okay. So, yeah. So anyway, I'm supposed to be doing something. It is not quite confirmed yet. I think in Port Canaveral for Carib. Yeah.
Okay. Carib.
While I'm here. Mm-hmm. But then my next confirmed performance will be in Houston, Texas.
When?
And that's on the 11th of this
December.
month.
That's
December.
next week, Sunday.
Yes. And then I'm heading back down to Sweet TNT. It's the place where I want to be.
Here we go, showing off. Man, first it was Phyllis with Barbados. Now you come in. What's with you guys?
Well, I do have shows carried to perform in Trinidad on the 16th for Caribbean. I also have the 18th, which is my own promotion with Ninja, Del Toro, Daddy
Chiny.
And this
is at Coldero's Flavor?
At Coldero's Flavor, at the Vibe Lounge. This is where the action is going to be taking place along with...
where we have that, my mentor doing his thing up in Port of Spain, you have something similar in San Fernando that also includes the damn good food as well as the ambience of live music.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
We have 2 parang bands, Solo Parati.
So when I come down, I go in and perform then?
You could perform, okay. Yes.
Wait. You gonna sing?
Hey. Don't do that to my girl, never. Right? Along with I have a small group that I put together, which is friends really, is Coldero y sus cuatros amigos, which is Coldero and his 4 friends. And it's going to be vibe along with DJ Desmond and DJ Cool Moody, and it's going to be nice.
That sounds like a real good line. Mm-hmm. And that is when in December?
On the 18th of December.
But you also have something happening every Saturday or every weekend at Coldero's Flavor, right?
Yeah, we do karaoke on Friday nights. It depends on, I had Ronnie McIntosh and Eddie Charles prior. I had Rome and Marcia Miranda. So just stay tuned, look out for, different things happening. But even during the carnival, I'll be doing stuff as well.
I love that. We years ago, we used to have something like that going on in South, and it's still there. I ain't calling name because as far as I'm concerned, if you don't come on the show, I don't necessarily have to talk about you, but your family.
Right. Thank you.
And we looking. It's so good to have something like that to a destination, you know,
Right,
a
something to do
destination that you go to every
in
weekend.
South,
In South,
because you know,
keywords in
yes,
South.
yeah, people do need things to do in San Fernando and in South Trinidad, and I am not saying that I'm the first, and I know definitely I won't be the last, but I'm just trying to do something that can lend a place and something to do for people in San Fernando.
Well, we appreciate
in and
that.
around
I know
San
I do
Fernando.
appreciate you. I appreciate what you do as a fellow artist, and also say that word entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
I never. I
That's
always
all right.
jack it
That's
up.
what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. That.
That's what you're here for.
I'm here for that. I'm here for that.
So we gotta let him go. But anytime you want to come, when you're in the States and you want to come by, though we had to run it down because Lester let me know that Leon here, you know.
No, that's a given.
Yeah, every now and then I will throw people under the bus, you know.
You wouldn't throw me under the bus.
With a heartfelt
Trust
push.
me. But before I go, Lema, I want people to know also to look out because Leon Coldero also recording for Carnival 2023. When I go back home, it's just to go in the studio, finish the song, and release. I want to let the people know, get accustomed. If you're coming by me, make sure and walk with your container.
Aha, I like that.
You hear what I said?
Make sure and walk with your container. All right. Leon, God bless.
You know.
God bless. As we let you go, we're gonna put on the Ask Me to Walk. What's so funny?
Wait. No.
What was so funny?
I'm gonna tell you on the air.
Okay, that's a joke that I even see in Kevorkian just smiling in typical Kevorkian style. But I don't know what he has going on. Right? So, but I'll find out when we switch to some music. We gotta let him go, and then we're gonna bring back JAH DCYPLE, so we could finish up the People's Chat Room extended version today. Hope you guys enjoying the vibes, and you know we'll see you next week Saturday, where we're gonna have Mr. Olade Banks, Mr. General, and also Solange Mendoza. So we're gonna play some music. Don't ask me to walk while we walk out of here with Mr. Leon Coldero.
Walk, boy, walk nothing. Don't ask me to walk. Don't ask me to walk. Don't ask me to walk. Don't ask me to walk for Christmas. Compre? Bring me watch for the boy. I cooking them food, and I'm feeling good. This woman called me, saying she have a job for me. The 25th of December, she want me to work for her. She tell me not to worry, I go pay you properly. Don't ask me to work. Don't ask me to work. Don't ask me to work. Don't ask me to work for Christmas. New Year's Day, working Boxing Day, working Christmas Eve, working. Let me tell you some things. When you see I drink me punching, and I start fire running all over the place I go in. I celebrating. Don't ask me to walk. Don't ask me to walk. Don't ask me to walk. Don't ask me to walk for Christmas. When I hear a quattro, I just go loco. Bring out the homemade wine, and then we have a time. I want a piece of pork. That is what's good to say. Boy, don't tell me about what. No, not on Christmas Day. Don't ask me to walk. Don't ask me to walk. Don't ask me to walk. Don't ask me to walk.
So we're gonna bring JAH DCYPLE back on. Ehiana, I want to say hi to Gloria, Claire, Sandy, my nephew, of course, Mr. Dion Halls, Lucretia Woods, Andrew J. Dorset, Karina Potter, Roderick Alexander, Nicole Williams, and Anne-Marie Williams. Guys, please go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. Okay, the link is pinned to the Facebook link. And we're getting ready to bring him back on JAH DCYPLE. When he's got the saxophones in his hand and he's standing behind a mic is JAH DCYPLE. But I know him as Roger Guthrie. And I hope you guys enjoying the show, the extended version of the People's Chat Room. You know, JAH, sorry to keep you waiting so long, but here now, it has been a vibe thing inside here sometimes. You know, this is our first time, other than the elections, actually going past too. So please, you know, accept our apology. But it's a vibe, and you're part of the vibe too.
I was checking it out.
You were?
I was checking it out.
You were checking
I was checking it out. Well, I want you to know that I don't mind working on the 25th.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
Okay. And I also,
No.
okay, we're going to put your number on there. And I have something that I want to talk to you about, but it's forming. So I don't want to say anything until a flyer is out. But last night, in listening to you, I was like, yeah, he needs to be part of that. But I ain't going to say nothing just yet. So I'll reach out to you
All right,
during the beginning of the
so right
year.
now you're not saying nothing.
No. But
Okay. All right.
Good one. Oh, Lord. So welcome back to the People's Chat Room, JAH DCYPLE. And again, it's a vibe thing. This is the first time having live music on the show. Normally, it's people singing along to, they're listening to their music and they're singing along to it while we talk about it. But as you set up and you're still standing there, let's talk a little bit about you. How long have you been doing this, Roger? And then we'll go straight into the music.
Okay, well, a very long time. I've been playing music since a little boy, but I first got the bug when I was about 3 or 7. Between 3, I got the bug first, and then I started playing an instrument when I was 7.
Okay, so
I started playing the guitar at 7.
Oh, okay. You played different instruments.
And then a little bit of everything. This instrument was the very last instrument, the saxophone. I picked this up when I was 18. So it's like 40.
No, you don't need to.
Yeah,
tell
about
us
42
because we don't
years.
Start counting. But I gotta let you all know, if you didn't know before, the saxophone is the closest instrument to the human voice. Okay?
That it is.
All right. We hear a British accent. You are originally from London.
Correct. Actually, to be actually precise, it's Kensington. That's where I was born.
Okay.
Just down the road from the palace. But I tell people that when they came out with me, they kept on moving. They forgot to make the left turn. They just kept on going straight. But it's all right.
It's a good thing they kept on going straight, or else you would have been embroiled in a couple bacanals.
Yes, I mean, seeing what Mr. Mars Phillip was carrying on with.
Yeah, man.
It's so it's a good thing.
Now I know that I was sharing out with our listeners early on that you had COVID during 2020 when it was nobody knew what the heck it was, and you were fighting for your life in the ICU.
Yes, it was. It's pretty bad. When I got it, I was being, most women would say that men, when we get sick, we kind of, like babies and all the rest of it. But I was being Mr. Tough guy, I could beat this thing. And it was kicking my ass. And it was my poor wife. She kept on saying she's going to call the ambulance. I said, no, I got it. But it's a good thing she didn't listen to me, because it would have had me for real.
You wouldn't have been here.
I would not have been. If I didn't get to the hospital, I wouldn't have made it.
By God's grace, you are here. So what do you have for us on this next song?
All right. Well, you said you mentioned a Bob Marley.
Yeah, I wanted to sing.
And I don't, most of the time on my sets, I don't sing much now on my sets. Over the past few years, I play a lot. I do a lot of instrumentals. But I do have one that I think you can do.
Okay. I'm ready.
I have a gentle. I have a more smooth jazz version of jamming.
Okay, so I'm being told that we're going up to 2:40. Okay. So we're here for at least another 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So,
We can't hear you.
Oh, yes, the mic. I forgot. Hold it in my hands.
I'm ready. I'm
There we
ready.
go.
Let's go.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. So this is so we just like tickle it. We don't have to play the whole thing.
All right,
All
we
right,
ready.
so-
Let's go.
You ready?
Yeah, man. I born ready most times.
So this is jamming. It's more like a smooth jazz.
Okay, I got this. Let me go.
All right, here we go.
jam it with you. Oh, jamming, jamming, jam. I'm gonna jam it with you. Jamming. Holy Mount Zion, just seated in Mount Zion. He rules all creation and I wanna jam it with you. Oh yeah, jamming, jamming, baby. I hope you're jamming too. Oh, jamming, my jamming, jamming, my jamming. I wanna jam it with you. I wanna jam it. I wanna jam it. Jam it. I wanna jam it. Wanna jam it.
jamming. Jamming, my jamming. Jamming, my jamming. Jamming, my jamming. Jamming, my jamming. Yeah, man. We get time for one more, and then we're going to say goodbye. Roger, I want you to subscribe to our channel. I mean, you don't need to, but I would like you to. So that way you could go back and take a look, see, and also edit. I will edit this and send you some clips. Right now, we got one more song to do with Mr. JAH, DCYPLE, saxophonist and singer. So anything you want to go with, Roger. I'm sorry, JAH, DCYPLE. Remember, we are live on iTunes Radio still. They haven't kicked us off yet.
So we're gonna take this one. We're gonna take this one out on a nice kind of high vibe.
Okay.
Like this.
All right. Remember, you can hear the show again this evening on Soca Passion TX from 6 to 8 p.m. In the meantime, we're live on social media and iTunes Radio. Yeah, all over.
Except for TikTok.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Just want to remind you guys. Just want to let you all know that if you want to reach JAH Disciple, you can reach him at 407-230-4782. If you want to reach JAH Disciple, 407-230-4782. He is available for events and anything, not just within the Florida area, but outside the Florida area. You know you got to pay for transportation. You know that, right? Okay. I'm talking to the people that, yeah, some people don't even think about that, you know. They just want to give you a flat fee. JAH Disciple, thank you so much.
Sister. All right, family. Live up. Blessings, and we'll talk.
We will talk. And we casa, su casa. Anytime you want to do this again, just let us know. But when we'll put your number in the information on the stream.
Yes,
okay?
yes. All right, then, well, listen. Your blessings to everyone. Be safe. All right? And one love every time.
One love. Merry Christmas. Tell your wife we said hi.
Same to you. Same to you,
hon.
sis.
Bye-bye.
All right, bless.
We had a packed show today. We had our two contributors, Mr. Kevin Amoroso and Miss Phyllis Worrell. Then we had Miss SANDRA FATMI-HALL, who is a community leader right here in Central Florida, Orlando to be precise. And then we had JAH Disciple. He did 2 songs. We brought on Mr. Leon Coldero, Family. And then we closed it off with JAH Disciple, and now we've got to go. Extended version of the PCR. I need to say thanks to DJ Code Red, thanks to DJ Kevorkian, and thank you to you, our listeners, and also our followers. Please subscribe to the People's Chat Room on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, and also our website. Okay? This evening, 6 to 8, Soca Passion TX. Tomorrow, 12:30 to 2:30, islandbeatradio.net. Enjoy your weekend. Merry Christmas.
Yes! Yo! Patrice again!
Oh yeah.
Static. I don't know where you've been all of my life, but you're here right now. You just want me to bend over, allow me to go